The Florida Gators made it official today and fired Billy Napier. Now, they do owe him $21.2 million in buyout money, but that number at a time like this for a program like Florida is not worth keeping a guy around for. So they'll be paying him all that money. I mean, Napier, a great assembler of talent. The X's and O's and all the field were just horrible. He has a losing record in 3.5 years as the Florida Gators head coach, one of the worst coaches record-wise in the history of the school. Now, what I do want to make sure we all do here, there's a lot of celebrating amongst the fan bases, amongst me too. Honestly, I'm happy that he's gone. You get a lot of new energy with the idea of, sort of a new horizon. You can't forget to not dehumanize this whole situation, because Napier's getting fired. He's getting paid $21 million. There are a lot of assistants and personnel guys on Florida's staff that nobody even knows the name of who are now jobless. So it's important to remember in my mind, right, just when a guy gets fired, it's not just he's getting tens of millions of dollars in buyout money and he has to go somewhere else. It impacts a lot of people. And that's just the harsh reality of the business. But the move still did get made. And just for Florida, right, the rule in the past had been players can leave the second a coach is fired. That has changed recently to now where, DJ Lagway, Dallas Wilson, LJ McCray, they can't leave until Florida hires a new coach, and that coach has like a week with them to try and convince them to stay. So it is much easier to keep your roster together now with this new ruling that I think came out just a few weeks ago than it was, say, if they had fired Billy after week 3. Right, so the timing of this worked out for Florida. We're able to move on, try and look for a new coach, and also retain a lot of their roster, because that roster is one of the best in the country, talent-wise. It really is. And just for Florida, you got some of these big names that they're looking for. The dream hire seems to be Lane Kiffin, but also guys like Jed Fish, James Franklin, I think are also in play. So this coaching carousel as a whole, it's about to be unbelievably crazy. It's going to be so chaotic. Just keep your eyes peeled, because this is going to be entertaining to watch.